G'day, it's Duncan here. Apparently, Australia's fuel security crisis is sorted, not with supply, not with refining, not with strategy, but with tips. Blackout Bowen's masterclass. Drive 20 kilometres slower, pump up your tyres, turn the aircon down, clean the mud off the SUVs and ditch the roof racks. Now that's outstanding. We've gone from an energy policy to a roadside assistance pamphlet. Meanwhile, here's the reality. Australia chews through 1.15 million barrels a day. That's about 180 million litres, including 44 million litres of petrol and 92 million litres of diesel daily. And 90% of that is imported. We've got 2 refineries left, covering maybe 10-20% of demand, down from 10 refineries back when we actually made things in this country. But don't worry, Albo's flown 25,000 kilometres, he's burnt 300,000 litres of fuel, and he's secured 100 million litres of diesel. Now that sounds big until you realise Australia uses about 100 million litres a day. That's one day. Now you can call that diplomacy if you like, just don't call it a solution. Because back in the 1970s, Australia produced about 70% of its energy. Now we import 90% of our oil and hope nothing goes wrong in the Strait of Hormuz or hiccups in Asia, and that would be a problem. Because if it does, you're not saving fuel, you're queuing for it. Our reserves, some are sitting in Texas and Louisiana. The rest is stock on water, which means it's not here, it's just floating around the oceans. We signed up to the International Energy Agency in 1974, agreeing to hold 90 days of reserves. And instead, we've got a logistical shrug and a prayer. So here's the blunt truth. A country that burns through massive amounts of fuel every day while relying overwhelmingly on imports, running on a handful of ageing refineries, storing much of its so-called reserves offshore, or floating around at sea and leaning on fragile global supply lines instead of real self-sufficiency, isn't operating a serious energy strategy at all, but gambling its stability on everything going right while telling Aussies that the solution is to make small lifestyle tweaks and hope the system doesn't fail when it matters most.